Hello and welcome to our first tutorial video here on YouTube. Today we show you how you can upgrade your operating system on your computer like Windows 7, Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 to the new Windows 10 version with a media creation tool. Before we start, we need to download the software. You can find it on the official Microsoft website, and here you have the choice between the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. When you look on your computer on the properties, here you can see we have the Windows 8.1 operating system with the 64-bit version. Then we click on the 64-bit version and download. And if the download is finished, make a double click on the tool. You can find the download link from the media creation tool in our video description. So here you have the choice between two options. The first option is to upgrade your computer directly to Windows 10, and the second option is to create a Windows 10 ISO file or make a Windows 10 bootable USB stick. The second option is good for a later installation maybe, or to install the Windows 10 version on another computer, for example. And with these free opportunities, you can upgrade your computer on Windows 10. The directly upgrade, the ISO file, and the bootable USB stick. And in this tutorial video, we show you how you can create a bootable USB stick with Windows 10. We choose the second option, click on continue. Here we can choose the language, English, the edition. When you have the normal version of Windows 8 or Windows 8.1, then click on Windows 10 Home. If you have a Pro version, then you need to choose the Windows 10 Pro version. We take the Windows 10 Home, the 64-bit architecture, and click on continue. And here we can choose between the ISO file and the bootable USB stick. And we choose the bootable USB stick. Click on continue. This is my stick. Continue. And then the download gets started. If you want a clean install with Windows 10, you need the ISO file or the bootable USB stick, not the directly upgrade. But important is that you make a Windows 10 upgrade first before you make a clean install on your computer. But this point we will explain later in this video.
So, after the downloading and creating media files, we're starting with the Windows 10 install setup. Because at the first we must go into the Explorer, start the USB stick, and in the directory we see a setup file. Now we open it and click on yes. After this is the Windows setup starting, and he make it preparing because he checked the requirements from the system for Windows 10 setup. Now after the preparing, he say get important updates. We can choose between 2 points, download and install the updates, and not at the moment. We choose point 1 because the updates are important for the Windows 10 setup. At the next, we click on the tab Next. Now he is checking for the updates. After checking, he starts in the background a new window. And in this, he makes a task with any things. After this, starting a new window with license terms. We must read the terms and click on Accept. At the next window, we can choose what to keep because we can keep personal files and apps. You can choose Self, keep your personal files or apps. Now we keep only the personal files. After this, we click on Next. Do you want to continue using the selection? Now we click on Yes. And the Windows 10 setup is checking for new updates, and this may take a few minutes. After this, he's checking again your PC because it's ready to install the Windows setup. Now he is checking your PC for enough space, and when this is okay, you are ready to install Windows 10. Now when you click on Install, you are starting the Windows 10 setup. So now the installation is complete and we are near the end. We have the old profile from the old version from Windows, but we can use it also in Windows 10. Now we click on Next. At this side we see something Express settings and so on. We go on the Use Express settings. At the next side we are finishing with the installing and we can start Windows 10.
After the installation finished, you can now use your new Windows version Windows 10. Now I will tell you a little bit about the licensing and the activation process. Furthermore, I will tell you what you have to do when you want to clean install Windows. At first, everyone upgrading from a former Windows version like Windows 7, 8 or 8.1 loses the standalone special license key. Every home version or pro version of Windows has their own default generic key everyone gets. Windows gets activated by syncing your special hardware ID to the Microsoft servers with, for example, your specific MAC address or other IDs from your hardware. This syncing takes place after you upgraded from a former Windows version. Because of this reason, it is necessary to first upgrade and then do a clean install if you want an activated Windows 10 version. For doing this, just create a bootable ISO or USB, like read it, boot from it, and use the default generic key to activate Windows during the clean install. If you upgrade it first, the Microsoft servers will approve your generic key as activated because they know your hardware ID and your computer. If you want to check if your Windows version is activated, click on the Explorer, right click on this PC and press Properties. Scroll down and now you can see that in our case Windows is not activated because we used a not activated product, but in your case it should be activated. If it isn't, try to Windows activate. Maybe maybe it should activate automatically, maybe you need to put in the license keys, the generic license keys we put in the description down, and then it should work. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.